There you are. I heard Brendan Burchard share a wonderful bit of wisdom once about the two kinds of people in the world and how you can tell them apart. And he said that there's the one kind of person who enters a room with an attitude and an air that says, "Here I am." And then there's the other kind of person who enters the room, makes eye contact with you and says, "There you are." That's the kind of person I want to be. Don't you? Today's video is about a prosperity principle. I'm writing a book called Permission to Prosper. It will be available very soon, and I hope that you'll want to buy a copy. But in this book, I'm putting together a number of prosperity principles. I believe unchanging laws that are built into the structure of the universe and into the structure of us as human beings, that if we follow them, if we pay attention to these principles, we will live a life of prosperity. Regardless of our external circumstances, you can prosper in all sorts of circumstances. Today's prosperity principle is this: you cannot become rich without creating value for other people. And how do we create value? With our ideas, with our books, with our consulting and coaching, with our products and services, and the companies that we build. They wouldn't exist, we wouldn't be able to make a profit if people didn't value what we offer. And because they value it, they're willing to exchange some of their value in order to get what we are selling. That value that they give us usually comes in the form of money. So I am talking about monetary prosperity today, not just spiritual prosperity, not emotional prosperity. Those things are all part of it, but I'm talking about making money. You can't make money without first creating value for other people. Some examples: Steve Jobs became very rich, and he did so by enriching the lives of millions of other people. Elon Musk has created so much value for so many people, and in the process, he's become quite rich himself by enriching the lives of others. And it's not only these big industry moguls and titans that function with this principle. It's also you and me and local businesses as well. There's a coffee shop here in Spokane that I love to frequent called Rebel 77. It's an artisan coffee shop, specialty coffee. Love you guys, you make the best coffee. And I go there in preference to chains and national brands, not because there's anything wrong with those companies, but because Rebel 77 enriches my life. And I know that they're being enriched as well, because every time I go there, the place is full of customers who love the atmosphere, the coffee, the congeniality of the hosts. It's a marvelous place that enriches the lives of other people. Thus, it enriches the lives of the owners of the enterprise. Now, a question that may come up for you is, well, what about the people who don't enrich people's lives? How about the people who take advantage of other people, who rip people off? How about the con artists, or the thieves, or the embezzlers, or the criminal masterminds? There are people who are rich who are not enriching the lives of others, Ray. What about those people? Isn't this principle wrong? Isn't it false? No, it is not false. Because I believe we live in a just universe. There are injustices right now that have not been righted. But in the end, before the end of time, before the author of the play steps onto the stage, everything that has gone wrong will be made right. I believe that. That's not always comforting in the present circumstance when we have some great injustice that's been done to us, like maybe somebody conned your elderly parents out of their money, or perhaps you were swindled in a business deal, or your business partner ran off with your money, or whatever the case may be. Those are cases where others enrich themselves by doing the opposite of enriching you. So you may say, well, the principle doesn't work. But it does, because those people will come to sorrow. Ill-gotten gain leads to sorrow. And the blessing of the Lord, Proverbs says in chapter 10, verse 22, the blessings of the Lord makes one rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. So that's true riches. Any riches you accumulate because you've enriched the lives of others can be looked at as the blessing of the Lord making one rich, and we know he adds no sorrow with it. So that's the prosperity principle for today. It is impossible to become rich without first enriching the lives of others. How will you enrich the lives of others today? Find a way, even a small way, and look for the blessing that comes along with it. I hope you like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your stories about how this has worked in your life, your comments and your thoughts below. And of course, I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and click the bell so you get notified whenever I publish a new video. Until next time, may God bless you, and may you live long and be prosperous.